Hello from Chapter7 video number 14 第14课第14个 video. For the last long video we talk about the voltage and currents. So now we continue for the last words. Resistance 阻力 Okay, so what is mean by resistance? 什么叫阻力呢 Okay, you see. When there's a different charge between 2 points, it will produce the energy. And then the energy for the electrons, 对不对 become electric current 就变成了电流。But when electron want to flow, 当 electron 要流的时候 you must facing a problem, 它面对一个问题 It must be some resistance, for example 把杆 For example the gate 那个大门对不对 So they must facing the resistance before they can go to the positive. So today our title will be here, resistance 阻力。电在流的时候肯定有阻力。OK， 你要去看演唱会，你妈咪肯定不要给你去，它就是你最大的阻力，对不对 ？So now we go to the title called resistance. Don't do anything， 什么都不要做，看就可以了哈。You are here， 你在这边。Okay, but before I start, I give you the idea 啦，先给你 idea. So now we read the circuit， 我们读电路一下，会读电路这一课根本没有东西。OK。So this is a circuit prepared by a Form 3 student. Form 3 的学生准备的一个电路，我们来读一下。Okay. When there's a different charge between 2 points, it will produce the energy called voltage. And the energy push electrons start to flow, and now electron go to positive. Electron very happy, 对不对 But how about you? Are you very happy?Okay, or is there any of you buy the dry cell 买干电池 and connect the dry cell with a wire from negative to positive? And now you're thinking in your mind, electron go to positive, electron go to positive, electron go to positive. Electron happy lah, but how about you? You happy? If you feel happy and finally you change the dry cell again and continue to be happy, you must be something wrong. 一定有问题了，要吃药啊。OK， 要看医生。So for the normal people, 正常的人 when they prepare the circuit, they must buy the dry cell, 他一定买干电池 to get the voltage. And with the voltage, they flow the electron, 它给电流流动。But when the electrons start to flow, they must prepare something in the circuit. 他一定准备一个东西在电路里面 and the thing will be called resistance, 就叫阻力。为什么呢 Okay, so you spend your money to buy the dry cell, and the dry cell, especially energizer, they are not cheap, you know, 他们不是便宜哦。So 辛辛苦苦花了钱买了电能，电能也就是电压啦，推动电子，电子要流动，一定要有条件，对不对 ？So you must prepare something like resistance 阻力，有 light bulb 电灯泡。You want to go negative, you want to go positive, can you light the light bulb?你帮我点燃电灯泡 Or you maybe prepare DVD player 你要去找 positive 你帮我做戏对不对给我感动一下 Or you maybe prepare washing machine 你要去找 positive 你帮我洗衣先 So all your electric appliance 你家里的电器全部都是阻力来的当电流流动它一定要经过阻力才能顺利的到 positive 那边去对不对 So for normal people prepare the normal circuit 正常人准备的电路它肯定先有 V followed by I 有电能了就有电流电流一流就一定要有阻力我们不可以给它没有条件的这样子流过去对不对 So resistance 阻力 What is mean by resistance 什么叫阻力呢 OK 来 copy your notes 抄下你的 notes OK first part separate this row into 2 columns 把这个 row 分成2个 columns OK and now we are here what is mean by resistance 什么叫阻力呢 OK copy 什么叫阻力The properties of an electrical conductor that oppose the flow of the electron through it. OK， 就是导电体里面的一种特征来的。OK， 这种特征叫什么呢？当 electron 在流动的时候，我们通常叫它 oppose the flow of the electron through it。你要流过我吗？我偏偏不要给你流过去。So the properties of the electrical conductor 电导体、导电体其中一种特征 ，they oppose the flow of the electron through it， 它阻碍 electron 流过它，它不要给 electron 流过去。 这种就叫阻力。Electron 叫 positive， 你偏偏放洗衣机，你偏偏放那个卡拉 OK 的机，叫他唱卡拉 OK， 你才给他流过去了。所以这种叫 resistance， 它就是阻力。OK。Now resistance how to measure？ 怎样量呢 ？OK， measure in the unit of ohm， 我们量的单位就叫 ohm。By using ohm meter，OK，electric current using ammeter，voltage 用 wattmeter，OK，resistance 就用 ohm meter，by using ohm meter，OK， 什么叫 ohm meter？And 来 always mean by ohm meter， 我看看这边有吗？哦，没有，对不起。哦，没有 ，OK， 没有，我用嘴巴讲罢了啊，真对不起，没有准备给你啊。什么叫 ohm meter？So now actually in our lab 啦 ，okay, we don't having anything called ammeter, wattmeter, ohm meter. We don't separate all the meter. Actually, we having a meter called multimeter. 我们通常有一个 meter 叫 multimeter. You want to measure electric current， 你转去 current 那边 ，voltage 转去 voltage 那边 ，ohm 的时候 ohm meter 你就转去 resistance 那边 ，OK， multimeter。You go to Mr. DIY， 你买一个啊，12.9块，还送电池一粒。NDG 的，而且还是数码货的，你一量它就直接告诉你多少 watts，12块多吧 ？DIY Mr. DIY 才有 ，You know what I mean by Mr. DIY？ 人间天堂，要什么有什么啦，我最喜欢去的地方 ，OK， 便宜啊，来，再来 ，So the resistance of the wire depends on what？ So 某某 wire 它的阻力高、阻力低呢 ？Depends on what？Don't know。So now follow me 啦，跟着我啊 ，OK。Number one, range of the wire. Wire 的长度。OK, copy first. Now this having two wire. 我有2条的 wire， 这个叫 A。Another wire called B， 另外一条呢就叫 B。One long and one short， 一长一短。OK, tell me which of the wire the resistance is higher？ 谁的阻力比较高？哪一条 wire 谁的阻力比较高？长的还是短的？ OK，or you maybe not understand， 你可能不明白，对不对 ？OK， I give you one example， 我给你看一个 example 。看啊，sorry 啊。OK，this is my dry cell 干电池。And now I using the short wire connect the dry cell to the light bulb， 然后接去电灯泡。And from the light bulb go back to the dry cell， 接回干电池。Can the light bulb light up? Yes， 它亮，而且非常亮。But with the same light bulb and same dry cell， 用同样的干电池啊，用同样的电灯泡。If I make my wire become longer， 如果把 wire 呢变得长一点点 ，OK， 我接去隔壁家。OK，and from the， 我接去隔壁家。从隔壁家又接回来 ，pass the light bulb and finally go to another neighbor， 又接去另外一个隔壁 and come back， 然后又接回来。OK，so in this case, when the wire become longer, can the light bulb light up？ 电灯泡还会亮起来吗 ？It may be not， 它可能不亮。But all the connection is OK 啊，这边其实有连着的啊。All the connection actually is OK。But why the light bulb cannot light up anymore？When the wire become longer and longer， 当你的 wire 越来越长的时候，阻力很高。When the resistance become high and the voltage， 你的电池那个能量不够啊，它推不过，So that's why 问题出现了啦，它不能过，不够强 ，So light bulb 电流不能流，所以电灯泡就不亮了。So 答案已经出炉了，对不对 ？OK，So where's the answer？ 那 the longer the wire。The higher the resistance， 越长的 wire 其实越不好 ，wire 短短就 OK 了，越长阻力越高越不好。But the longer the wire, the more convenience， wire 越长越方便。I know， 我知道，我当然知道。Next, diameter. OK, now I having two wire A and B。A 和 B 2条 wire。OK。So one small diameter, another one will be big diameter. 一个直径比较小，一个直径比较肥了，比较大了，肥的 wire. Okay, and which one will be better? 哪一条 wire 比较好？肥肥的 wire 还是瘦瘦的 wire？ 哪一个阻力比较高？OK, can I understand？ 通常你会打错了哈。来 ，I give you the example again， 我又再给你 example。So now they say this is a small road， 小小条的路，乡间小路。And this is a highway， 这是 beside 主路 ，beside Butterworth，OK， 我们的南北大道。这就是我们的 A wire、B wire 啦，小跟大。So which of the wire will be more traffic jam？ 那一条 wire 它可能会 traffic jam。乡间小路，如果车多，马上就塞车。Compared to this one，so wire 其实是越肥越好啊，阻力越低，流得更顺畅，对不对 ？OK，so the better wire will be the thicker wire 啦，越肥的 wire 其实是越好的 wire， 阻力越低。But when the wire become thicker, the diameter become thicker, the wire will be more expensive， 它其实比较贵的。So the bigger the diameter, the lower the resistance， 直径越大，阻力就会比较低。这种叫 diameter。OK。Next temperature。OK， hot wire and cool wire， 热的 wire 跟冷的 wire，which one the resistance higher？ 谁的阻力比较高？啊 ，hot wire、cool wire， 谁的阻力比较高呢 ？I show you the example。OK， 你看啊。So now they say I having two wire，low temperature 冷的 wire，and this is a high temperature。OK， 这是热的 wire。OK，and they say the wire is made up of copper 啦，它是铜做的，铜做的。So low temperature, high temperature, which one？ 谁的阻力比较高呢 ？When the temperature is low, the copper atom, the movement of the copper atom actually is limited 啦，它们的动作有限，不会摇来摇去。But when the temperature become higher and higher， 当温度越来越高的时候 ，the copper atom they vibrate stronger and further， 它们震动比较远，比较快。So 那静的铜跟摇来摇去的铜，哪一个比较容易经过？当然那个静的啦，冷的 wire 就流过去了。这个摇来摇去的，OK。So the higher the temperature of the wire, the higher the resistance. Wire 它一烧啊，阻力就越高，你的电器就没有这样好了的。明白吗 ？So temperature higher, resistance will be higher。温度越高，阻力就更高。Last material，OK， 材料。什么叫材料 ？Some of the wire they are coated with gold， 他们用金啊镀金。So one wire HDMI wire from your DVD go to your TV 啊，一条 wire 可能几百块。Some of the wire actually free， 不用钱的，好像我家里的 wire 全部人家给我，不用钱的。Why？ 普通 wire。没有镀金的，会生锈的。OK，so material. If the wire is made up of good conductor, the resistance will be lower 啦。如果它是导电体，很好的导电体来 gold 镀金，哇 ，resistance will be lower. Signal can transfer from DVD go to the TV better， 所以你电视机比较明啦。But for me， 我们这种年龄啊，不是老花就是近视啦，再明也不会很明了啦，阿嘎的后啦。So 如果你的 wire 是 insulator 绝缘体，阻力就会非常高，流不过去。OK，so these are all the factors that affect the resistance， 影响到我们的 OK， 影响到我们的阻力的 factor 啦 ，resistance。Settle understand？ So we finish the three words， 我们都解决了这三个字 voltage、current、resistance。先有电压，就是那股能量，才有电流。电一开始流，我们放阻力叫它做功，然后它 happy， 你自己也 happy。So all the circuit， 全世界的电路都有这三个字 V、I and R。先有 V， 后有 R， 再来放阻力，明白吗？就会变成一条完美的电路。OK，very good， 拜拜，谢谢你听到这边，对不对？不简单，你能听到这边就叫不简单。OK，set。